Today my wife found out she was pregnant. I accidentally overheard her conversation with the student I sponsored. Darling, the baby in my belly is yours. When are you going to announce our relationship? Be patient. After all, the company is your husband's premarital asset. Once our child grows up and inherits everything, we can reveal the truth then, but I pretended not to know. I raised Liu Ryan's child as my own. 24 years later, I transferred all company's shares and assets to my son as usual. Then, the sponsored student took Liu Ryan's hand and presented a paternity test. Hao is my biological son. You've kept him from me for years. It's time to return him. My son coldly handed me divorce papers. Divorce mom immediately. Our family of 3 deserves to be together. Out of gratitude for raising me, I'll give you $250 a month in alimony. Amidst their shocked stares, I smiled and agreed. Uncle Joe, you're finally here. My son's delighted voice rang out in the villa garden. Joe strode in, effortlessly lifting my son and planting a kiss on his cheek. Missed me, kiddo. Then he saw me. His grin froze before he could speak. Liu Ryan grabbed my arm, flustered. Honey, the kindergarten has an outdoor event today. I thought you'd be too busy, so I asked Joe to fill in. Joe hastily added, Brother Fan, you've supported me for years. I just wanted to repay you. Their panic reminded me of Hao's birthday, when Joe, waiting with me at the hospital, paced nervously until a nurse said, First time, Dad. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Now, he stammered. Brother Fan, Hao's just so cute. You're not mad I kissed him, right? I smiled. Of course not. I'm grateful you care for my family. While I'm busy working, they exhaled in relief. My son tugged my sleeve. Daddy, are you going to the office or coming to kindergarten with us? What do you want? I want Uncle Joe to take us. Liu Ryan yanked him back. Pale. He meant you worked too hard. Joe nodded vigorously. Such a thoughtful boy. Takes after his amazing father. I played along. Then I'll listen to Hao. My son cheered, ignoring me to drag Joe and Liu Ryan away. Watching their happy family, I returned to my study to finish what I'd started. Over time, Joe grew bolder. He'd visit even when I was home, always with excuses. Brother Fan, I brought local specialties. Let me cook for you. I've been practicing. I welcomed him politely, ignoring how he and Liu Ryan exchanged glances, or how my son clung to him. This continued until college acceptance letters arrived. Liu Ryan scowled at Hao's abysmal scores. How could you fail so badly? Who cares? Dad's rich. Just buy me a degree. She glanced at me. When I stayed silent, Joe chimed in. Even with your dad's help, you need skills to run the company. I smiled. Don't worry. Everything's a someday. We'll send him abroad. Then he'll take over smoothly. They grinned, thinking me a fool. I grinned back knowing their naivety. At the airport for years later, Joe and Liu Ryan wept, clutching Hao like a reunited family. Then my son demanded, Dad, I'm back. When do I get the company? I nodded. Now, there's a press conference waiting.